JRE in 3, episode 2252 with Wesley Huff. Let's get into it. Joe starts the pod discussing the recent controversial debate Wes had with Billy Carson.
So I, like many people, was introduced to you because of the debate that you had with Billy Carson.
Quote unquote. So I had like the least amount of preparation going into it, and I was okay with that because I'd listened to Billy Carson. Well, and I'd listened to the stuff he'd said. So I knew enough about the ways that he'd articulated things about the ancient Near East and the Bible and Christianity to know enough that his level is pretty surface. But
Joe asks Wes what the oldest evidence of the Bible is, and he surprises him with 2 gifts.
So you were talking about like what is our oldest manuscript evidence? So this guy is P52, John Ryland's 457. So that's a genuine Egyptian papyri that I made. I cut it out for you, and then I transcribed the text on that manuscript. So when we're talking about what is potentially our oldest evidence for the New Testament, this manuscript that most likely comes from Oxyrhynchus, Egypt, is the one that usually is universally accepted as our oldest one. And I also made you. So this is, I used 2 different variations of papyri. Whoa. It would have been essentially a pocket copy of the Gospel of John.
That's unbelievable. Wow. That's so fascinating.
Wes explains the evidence that points to the resurrection of Jesus being a real event.
So what is your personal belief when it comes to the resurrection? What do you think happened? Do you have a belief, or do you just try to interpret the text and try to see what is the message?
Well, I think so. As a historian, I do think it is a historical question. You have a guy who objectively lived, he objectively died, and then individuals close to his inner circle claim that they see him not dead.
Right.
Again. I mean, if we read the Gospel of Luke and the Gospel of Luke and Acts, so same author wrote these both documents, he says that Jesus was walking around teaching them for 40 days after he was resurrected from the dead. And so these are written within a time period when you have people who would have seen Jesus's ministry, who were there, say, at something like the feeding of the 5,000, who could have been able to verify or debunk some of these things that are being said.
Wes asks Joe what his belief is regarding the story of Jesus.
What do you think of the historical person of Jesus?
Well, it certainly seems like there's a lot of people that believe that there was this very exceptional human being that existed. Or was he an actual person that was the Son of God? And is it important?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, what does it mean?
That's it for this episode. Leave a comment and let me know what you thought, and if you haven't yet, like the video, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the latest JRE in 3. Catch you on the next one.